This is 69 News live at 10.
Good evening, I'm Rob Vaughn. Wendy Davis has the night off. Just like that, the turkey and trimmings are gone, and across our region, we're trimming the tree and flipping the switch to usher in Christmas. It's a tower of light in Easton, a mountain of lights in Bethlehem, and one unique steel tree forged in a war zone. First, we go to the city of Easton, where the city lit up its peace candle on the square. It's a long-time annual tradition that marks the kickoff of the Christmas season in Easton. The lighting was a celebration accompanied by plenty of activities for people who visited Center Square tonight. Some told us the peace candle lighting just gets better every year.
The way they set it up, I mean, there's so many vendors and there was so much entertainment. There's a lot more entertainment than there was years ago. And there's a lot of entertainment tonight.
And besides all that entertainment, there was a holiday open house in the downtown area and, of course, a visit from Santa and his reindeer, or horses, as the case may be. In Bethlehem, Mayor Callahan and some helpers flipped the switch to light up one enormous Christmas tree.
3, 2, 1.
Our own Ed Hanna was one of Mayor Callahan's helpers today at Payro Plaza. You may have seen the city's tree brighten up Center City, Bethlehem, live during our 5 o'clock newscast today. The lighting helped kick off a slew of holiday festivities in the Christmas city. Also in Bethlehem, a different kind of shopping experience is back for another year as of today. The ever-popular Christkindl Mart opened for its 18th season. The market, patterned after German open-air markets, features thousands of handmade items made by artisans from across the United States. Visitors will also be treated to holiday music and cheer. Christkindl Mart will be open Thursday through Sunday until December 19th. The big tree in the center of Bethlehem may be grabbing all the attention tonight, but it's another tree, a very different kind of tree, that's provoking quite an emotional impact inside Bethlehem City Hall. It links this brief season of peace to a protracted time of war. Here's WFMZ's Bo Coldnow.
Two of his crew just pick up the bait.
Not a typical reaction when standing in front of a Christmas tree.
Being this close to it right now, it's just, I don't know, it almost takes you back there for a minute, you know?
This 10-foot-tall tree inside Bethlehem City Hall is sculpted from steel, but born from battle.
Really rough edges. It just gives you a feel for how things were over there.
There was the desert of Iraq in 2005, during perhaps the heaviest fighting of the Iraq War.
We saw the worst of the worst. You know, guys coming in who lost a limb or 2 limbs, you know.
Marilyn Keller, Raul Gomez, and Jim Reese were part of a National Guard medical company.
You go to combat, you really get a strong relationship with the people you go to combat with.
Relationships forged forever.
It was definitely a different time.
At that time, Raul, who has an artist background, sculpted a tree from discarded ballistic steel. Did you ever in your wildest dreams think that you'd be making a Christmas tree out of ballistic steel in Iraq?
No, it's one of those spur-of-the-moment things where you're kind of like, well, we're not doing anything. Let's do something fun.
Of course, the decorations are different today. In Iraq, barbed wire was used for tinsel. Hollowed-out .50 caliber rounds were used as icicles. The soldiers say they built the tree as a symbol of love and hope. For years, the tree sat in Raul's garage. He says his better half contacted the city to display it. A tribute, he says, to those who've served. And it's the first time since Iraq the tree has been assembled. But for Marilyn Kelly, the tree is a conflict, a symbol of peace versus memories of war.
At the time, I was a supervisor at UPS. I didn't know anything about saving people's lives, but just what we were able to do and all the lives we saved while we were there is just...
And maybe that's what this steel tree can signify, that even in the worst of times, there's always the hope of a brighter tomorrow. Bo Coldnow, 69 News.
In other news tonight, as we first reported last night, 3 Allentown fires in the past 2 days are now considered arson. One of them in the 400 block of Liberty Street damaged several homes and left a dozen people looking for other places to stay. Tonight, WFMZ's Jocelyn Mose says fire officials are looking for connections.
418 and a half West Liberty Street, 444 Fulton Street, and 929 Pine Street. All 3 fires have been ruled arsons. Now investigators are just trying to figure out if any of them are connected. Around 12:30 Wednesday morning, firefighters were called to a vacant home at 418.5 West Liberty Street, where flames were shooting out the windows and through the roof. It took firefighters more than 2 hours to get the 3-alarm fire under control. It damaged several homes and displaced nearly a dozen residents. 2 firefighters suffered minor injuries. People who live nearby are worried it will happen again.
Yeah, very nervous.
A few hours after that fire broke out, firefighters were called to 444 Fulton Street. Neighbors tell us that home has sat empty since May. Fire officials say there was about $25,000 worth of damage. Around 3 o'clock Thursday morning, firefighters responded to a fire at 929 Pine Street.
The fireman just came right away, like in 2 minutes. It was just here.
Fire officials say the fire caused about $35,000 worth of damage. Neighbors say it happened too close to home.
My house is new, and we've been here only 1 year. Yeah, it was scary.
Jocelyn Mose, 69 News.
Allentown police are investigating a shooting that put a man in the hospital early this morning. Police say it happened around 3 a.m. in the 600 block of North 8th Street. They say one man was hit with a bullet here. They say he is expected to survive. No arrests yet in that case. Allentown police are also investigating an armed robbery. It happened just before noon at the Araceli grocery store on West Susquehanna Street. Police did not say what type of weapon was used in the robbery here. We're told one person was treated for minor injuries. And Allentown police are searching for the second woman involved in a massage gone wrong this past weekend. Police say they're looking for Anisha Campbell, goes by the name of Peaches. Police say Campbell and another woman, Sunshine Daubert, entered the home of Owen Wilson to administer a massage on Saturday, but police say they shot him in the back of the head instead. Campbell is facing charges of attempted homicide, aggravated assault, and more. Easton leaders want to hang on to their police chief for a while. Mayor Sal Panto tells 69 News he wants to keep Chief Larry Palmer in place to keep stability in the department. Easton City Council approved an agreement Tuesday that offers Palmer an incentive to stay for another year rather than retiring. Panto says that would allow other officers to gain experience needed to serve as a police chief. He also says the agreement would cap Palmer's pension at his 2010 salary and 27 years of service. There's much more to come on the News at 10 tonight. The lines wrapped around the stores. All those people in search of bargains today. Black Friday madness when we come back. And one special mouse who hails from Allentown is gearing up for the holidays. Many of you know what I mean. We'll take you there coming up. And Ed's working on the forecast.
What's happening? It's good to see everybody. Hope you're doing well and having a good evening. Great to see many of you in Bethlehem earlier this evening. How about your 6-day forecast? It's going to be cold. Get ready. We'll tell you about it coming up.
Closed captioning is sponsored by Lehigh Valley Health Network.
Whew. Need a doctor? Call 610-402-CARE for the easiest and most reliable way to find the right doctor.
I gave baked beans and found better highway mileage than a comparable Camry.
We gave something safe and warm.
And we're introduced to the safety and security of OnStar.
We gave the bestest toy ever.
And discovered Malibu, a Consumer's Digest Best Buy 3 years running.
Come help your Chevy dealer support Stockings for Kids. And right now, very well-qualified lessees can get a low-mileage lease on the 2011 Malibu LS for around $179 a month. Call for details. See how your dealer is giving at facebook.com/Chevrolet.
It's our most anticipated event of the year, Nissan's year-end sales event. Get up to an additional $1,000 holiday bonus cash on top of existing offers. Save big on Nissan quality and fuel efficiency. Through Tuesday, get up to an extra $1,000 holiday bonus cash on top of existing offers. Hurry, bonus cash ends November 30th. Visit ChooseNissan.com or see your main Nissan dealer today.
5 days only. 2 instant rebates. 1 nationwide network. 0 annual contracts. At Metro PCS now through November 30th, get up to $100 off instantly on Samsung and Kyocera phones. All with unlimited talk, text, and web, no annual contract, and all on a nationwide network that now covers 90% of all Americans. Metro PCS.
Hello.
Wireless for all.
Everyone wants the iPad, and at Muller Automotive Group, we're giving it to you. Announcing Muller Automotive Group's iPad event.
I want Muller. I want Muller.
Get an iPad with any new car or truck. It doesn't matter if you buy or lease, you'll get an iPad. But hurry, supplies are limited, so don't miss the iPad event. Rush to any Muller Automotive Group location or click MullerAuto.com.
Last year was full of surprises. A brain tumor, a stroke, an aneurysm, a spine injury. Fortunately, neurosurgeons at Lehigh Valley Health Network were full of answers. Breakthrough procedures, advanced technology, life-saving treatments. As the region's neuroscience leader, it's no surprise. Lehigh Valley Health Network, a passion for better medicine.
Bargain hunters were up bright and early this morning. Some were even standing in line last night at this time, all for Black Friday, the biggest shopping day of the year. As WFMZ's Jackie Ferris reports, the turnout at one local store was huge.
So what are you guys here for? TV!
I'd describe it as a well-orchestrated ballet.
It's a routine performed once a year. How long have you been here?
Don't tell anybody. Back since 6 o'clock last night.
Perfectly choreographed, very well controlled, great security.
Good morning.
Good morning.
At the Target on Cedar Crest in South Whitehall Township, the doorbuster deals dance known as Black Friday brought out thousands of people.
I can't really move around this craziness with more than this, so we're going to go put this in the car and then come back.
As you can see, it's a madhouse in here. Just exactly how do you deal with 5,000 frenzied customers? Target says they had to have a plan.
It's great planning, it really is. It's an attitude. We approach it with a real great attitude. Everybody's working. We got a full staff. There's not one, I don't think there's one team member that's not here today.
The staff was really great. They told us just walk in, there was plenty enough. And it's kind of true because everyone that seems to be walking out with the television.
The Cedar Crest store is typically one of the top 10 busiest stores in the nation on Black Friday. Store officials say it was so busy this morning, if it doesn't make the top 10 again this year, it will be close. In South Whitehall Township, Jackie Ferris, 69 News.
And Pip the Mouse was helping to get the Christmas season going in Allentown today. The Liberty Bell Museum announced the opening of its Pip the Mouse puppet show, the 48th year for this show. The show tells the story of how Pip helps Santa on Christmas Eve. The museum will also feature Pip's Wonderland, Winter Wonderland, once again, where several new moving figures will be on display this year. We'll be right back.
Can driving a brand new Hyundai Sonata put you in the holiday spirit? Or do the holidays make it more fun to drive the Sonata? Now, during Hyundai holidays, you can lease the Sonata for just $199 a month. From everyone at Hyundai, happy holidays.
During our Hyundai Holidays event, lease the Hyundai Sonata for just $199.
This portion of 69 News is brought to you by Cadillac. The Cadillac season's best event going on at your local Cadillac dealer.
Open up a Cadillac during our season's best sales event and receive the gift of asphalt. Experience the Cadillac of crossovers, the striking SRX. It's the one gift you can open up all year long.
Visit your Philadelphia Tri-State Cadillac dealer for this attractive offer.
The season's best sales event from Cadillac.
This holiday season, Schuylkill Valley Sports has something for everyone on your list. Don't miss the huge savings this weekend. Save 20% off the entire store until 1 p.m. this Friday only. And scoop up other great offers running all weekend long. Schuylkill Valley Sports can help you save on all the hottest items, including NFL, MLB, and NHL jerseys, apparel, and collectibles. Don't miss the incredible savings all weekend long at any of the Schuylkill Valley Sports 19 convenient locations. Schuylkill Valley is nothing but sports.
nobody else comes close. $75 a month, 0 down. Now at Gateway Kia. 600 Kias for only $1 over sale-a-thon. Anything and everything goes. 600 Kias. Any new Kia you want. Only $1 over. Lowest $75 a month, 0 down. Gateway's giant 600 Kias for only $1 over sale-a-thon. It's now through Saturday. Hurry to Gateway Kia, Route 309 in Quakertown.
Gateway Kia, the discount Kia giants.
And now, AccuWeather, here's Ed.
It's good to see you. Wonderful turnout, hundreds of people, hundreds. And I should clarify something. When I was talking to Mayor Callahan after the tree lighting, as I said, you know, one of the things that he had done to sort of buy some time was he asked everybody to turn to their neighbor, to someone they don't know, to wish them a Merry Christmas, shake their hand, give them a hug, just say hello. And it was lovely because...
a nice little greeting time.
It was, and you know, it really, you can't help but feel like that's, you know, community, and that's sort of how things used to be for years and years and years, and we don't do as much of that as we should. Get together and greet our neighbor and show kindness. And that's just kind of cool.
No fights broke out or anything?
No, nope. Just really very warm and friendly. So good to see everybody in Bethlehem today. So hope everybody's doing well. Holiday season upon us. Certainly, Merry Christmas greetings to you and your loved ones, and season's greetings. As far as what we've got, temperature-wise throughout the region, obviously, well, you can see mid-30s. You guys in Philadelphia, balmy, 40, 42 in Trenton, 40 in Trenton, 42 in Philadelphia. Talk about where we're going. Obviously, you can see how this unfolded, that second batch of moisture, which really, as it moved east, seemed to weaken a bit. It was just a shell of what it was. So that was round 2 after we had the bit of snow and a little bit of sleet and some rain yesterday. That second batch of rain then last night into the early part of the morning hours, leaving us with high pressure building in. Now, here's what we've got. Again, you're seeing areas of low pressure to the north, and overall things, it's just essentially a relatively dry trend, high pressure, but I need you to know it's going to be very windy and very cold for your day tomorrow. Don't be fooled by your backyard thermometers, which will read in the low 40s or upper 30s, because the wind all day tomorrow is going to make it feel more like the 20s, so blustery and very, very cold. 25 breezy, brisk, chilly, winds out of the west 10 to 20, making it feel like the teens tonight. Your day tomorrow, 42. That wind most of the time will make it feel more like the 20s. So do what you can to dress warmly. You will need it. As we get into your Monday, I believe that's deer season or hunting. I guess there's some type of hunting that goes on. I'm not a hunter. 49 degrees, quiet, and that's good news. We won't have to sit out in the precipitation. Tuesday, 54. Looks like the opportunity for some rain. Tuesday and Wednesday, milder temperatures. Another blast of colder air for Thursday, 43 degrees. So, can't believe it, man. Thanksgiving is gone.
So much for that.
Talking Christmas. This is crazy.
Heading for Christmas.
Yep.
Thanks, Ed.
All right.
Coming up in sports tonight, the high school playoffs continued, and that means 2 district semifinal games down south in District 1. We'll have that, and 2 District 11 champions played their first round state playoff games tonight. Highlights of the Vikings and the Bulldogs next.
0 down, 0 first payment, 0 security deposit during the Sign Then Drive sales event at Young Volkswagen. New Jetta S, $239 a month, 0 down. Just sign, then drive on every new 2011 at Young VW today.
And now the voice of reason for Perkins.
In this safe is a collection of entrees that's absolutely never been seen before new. They're so exciting. We have to keep them a secret. Well, for at least 2 more seconds.
Say yes to Perkins' absolutely new biscuit bakes. Eggs and hearty ingredients, all baked into a flaky biscuit crust. Then topped with rich sauces and cheese. Available all day, starting at $4.99. Come in for a yes at Perkins.
At Faulkner Chevy Cadillac Saab, it's yes member all month long.
We're saying yes to low prices, big discounts, and no money down.
0% financing on Chevrolet Traverse, Cadillac CTS, Escalade, and the all-new Cadillac SRX. Every car and truck discounted, even the all-new Chevrolet Cruze and Equinox.
Low prices and a commitment to customer satisfaction. Get the best of both worlds and more.
Only at Faulkner Chevrolet Cadillac Saab.
This portion of 69 News is brought to you by Mazda. Take a test drive at your Mazda dealer today. Zoom Zoom, forever.
to draw a line in the pavement. Fight for what you believe and let the world know you'll never give up joy in the name of practicality. The fun-injected, fuel-efficient Mazda 6.
Sign and drive off in a Mazda 6 for just $229 a month with zero due at lease signing.
I may get sick.
And I may be injured.
I will need medical care. And so will my wife.
I will need a doctor.
We'll all need doctors.
In a few short years, the entire Lehigh Valley will experience a shortage of qualified physicians. But the Temple St. Luke's Medical School is training tomorrow's physicians right now, right here in Bethlehem, for our community's future.
69 Sports is brought to you by Young Volkswagen Mazda in Easton.
Zero down, zero first payment, zero security deposit during the sign and drive sales event at Young Mazda. New Mazda 3s, $174 a month. Zero down. Just sign and drive at Young Mazda today.
More big high school football games tonight as things wind down and the titles draw near. Here's Sports Director Troy Hine.
Thank you, Rob. Week 13 of the high school football season is the first week of the state tournament for some brackets. That includes the AAA bracket for District 11 champion Central Catholic. Tonight, the Vikings had to go on the road. Pretty long trip, too, up to Scranton Memorial Stadium to take on Abington Heights, the AAA team that won the District 2 championship. Brendan Nosovich and company trying to move on with another win tonight to move closer to home for a game next week. First quarter opening drive for Central Catholic. Nosovich swings it out to Kevin Goulias. That was a plan that worked all night long. He finds the sideline, then 26 yards later, the end zone. The Vikings grab a 7-0 lead. Next drive, 4th and 3. Nosovich goes up top to Goulias, right down the seam and in for the touchdown. 29 yards, 14-0 Vikings after one. Second quarter, now 20-0. Nosovich to guess who? Yes, Kevin Goulias again. This time the crossing route, and he goes 30 yards for the touchdown. 4 TDs in the first half. On offense, he added a special teams touchdown as well. Central Catholic rolls to a win tonight, 54-14. They move on to the state quarterfinals. Meanwhile, AA champion Northern Lehigh from District 11 at J. Bernie Crum tonight, taking on GAR out of Wilkes-Barre. And Northern Lehigh wasting no time. Second drive of the game, Jake Kern from the Wildcat formation takes the snap and goes 57 yards through that GAR defense. And it's 8-0 after they get the 2-point conversion. The Bulldogs on top. Next possession, they give it to their stud tailback, Cody Rameli. He comes towards you, and you know what? This is a big run. He doesn't get all the way to the end zone, gets knocked out of bounds inside the 15-yard line, but would later punch it in himself on the next play. That made it 15-0 Northern Lehigh, and GAR looking for answers. Second quarter, after a Matt Gill touchdown, Cody Rameli this time gets the jersey ripped, not all the way off of his back, and then tackled deep in the end zone for a penalty. But even with the torn jersey, he scores 1 of 4 on the night for Cody Rameli. Northern Lehigh puts up 50. They win 50-14 to advance to the state quarterfinals as well. Now, down in District 1, there's still some work to be done before we have a District 1 Quad A champion. Neshaminy, North Penn, Council Rock South, and Bayard Ruston all still in the running. One semifinal tonight out in Langhorne had Neshaminy hosting Bayard Ruston as these two got together, and you just never know what you're going to see at this point in the District 1 playoffs. We start first quarter, 4th and 1 on the 1. Corey Majors right up the gut for Neshaminy, and the Redskins grab the 7-0 lead. Second quarter now, 4th and 2 on the 2. Majors again punching it in, 14-0 Neshaminy at that point. Opening possession, third quarter now, 3rd and 13. Charlie Martorella rolls out, and Dwight Williams is in the end zone. He's pointing to him, and now he's throwing to it. Makes the catch there. And how about this? Neshaminy rolls on to the final again, 33-7. Your final tonight. They'll play for a District 1 championship. Who will they play? Council Rock South or North Penn? Well, both these teams came in fired out. Council Rock South, the number 2 seed in the bracket, the home team. But on the first play of the second quarter, Corey Ernst gives it to Dom Taggart for the 1-yard touchdown, and North Penn was up 7-0. Second quarter now, Ernst going to go up top to Gerard Wendowski. He makes the catch in the end zone. Another North Penn touchdown, 14-zip Knights at the half. In the third quarter then, Ernst going to find Taggart this time. 6 yards later, Taggart out there in the flat, going to run this one in with a convoy. North Penn moves on 28-14, despite some feistiness late in that football game, so a good job by the Knights to move into the District 1 championship game. Speaking of District 1 championship games, AAA level tonight, Pottsgrove and Strathaven. This game played in Coatesville, and Pottsgrove, the Pac-10's representation there in the AAA title game in District 1, losing to Strathaven 42-28. I think a lot of people thought Pottsgrove had a shot to challenge Allentown Central Catholic this year, but Strathaven ousted them from the tournament in the District 1 championship game. So we have a lot of teams moving forward, and we had a very busy night in Berks County as well, so we'll get to that on the Berks edition. And we still have Easton Whitehall tomorrow night for a District 11 Quad A championship, so more football to come.
Thanksgiving weekend football doesn't get much better, huh? Yeah.
Yep.
Thanks, Troy. More to come on the Berks edition at 10:30 in just a moment. We'll speak to a woman who thought she'd be celebrating her wedding today. Instead, she's mourning the death of the man she was supposed to marry.
I'm Pam Cunningham, and why I'm missing at the Berkshire Mall. Coming up, I'll have a wrap-up on Black Friday.
The Berks edition starts in about 5 minutes. Now tonight's commentary, here are Dick Dean and Donald Barnhouse.
It's called Tax and Spend, Tax and Spend. Don, have you been taxed enough yet?
Oh, yes.
TEA, taxed enough yet. That was one of the underlying concerns of the Tea Party, which is why they call it the Tea Party. And they also remember Boston, and they remember those brave men who basically said, we're not going to let the British rule over us. Well, now the tax they're proposing, the next tax is the, quote, transaction tax. It starts at 1%, and it would happen to all transactions with any financial institution at banks or credit unions. Don, how ridiculous is this? We are spending ourselves into poverty, into bankruptcy, and now we want more taxes, or somebody wants these taxes.
Yeah, we don't. They do. And that is absolutely absurd. Every time you write a check, every time you make a deposit, 1% right off the top goes to the Washington. That is criminal.
But it's only 1%.
Only 1%. How many checks do you deposit in a week? How many in a year? How many checks do you write?
And where did the income tax start? That started at 1% and it moved up to what?
Well, I trust that this one will not come to anything. The Tea Party, taxed enough already, TEA, was certainly a valid movement, and we ought to talk sometime about what they did in this last election, because they certainly have presented themselves as a very valid and important force in American politics. Will you talk with me about that some night?
You betcha.
You know what all these Chevy trucks for sale have in common with a new Ford truck? Nothing.
I feel like it's about time for a change. That's a pretty sick truck.
This is the Ford F-150. You want to hop in?
Absolutely.
Best-selling line of pickups for the last 33 years. Go ahead, put yourself in the back of this. Look at the assist. Final thoughts, final observations?
Love to take a test drive.
Get a new F-150, the best-selling truck for 33 straight years with 0% financing plus $1,500 cash back.
You know, I think I just turned a Chevy guy into a Ford guy.
If you want more, you'll get more during the Get More event at Kelly Buick GMC in Emmaus. Get more selection, more savings, and more finance options. Lease a new 2011 Buick Regal, only $299 a month. A new 2011 GMC Sierra, just $359 a month. Or 0% financing for 72 months. Act today. It all ends soon at Kelly Buick GMC on the Lehigh Street Auto Mile in Emmaus.
I got money, Kelly.
Family Feud with new host Steve Harvey.
Tuesday through Friday at 8:30 on WFMZ TV.
Toyotathon is back. With over 30 years of great deals, everyone's going. You'll never know who you'll see.
Jason?
Pamela? Stephanie?
Chaz, it's been years. What are you up to?
Oh, hairstylist.
You did that. Yes, you did.
Yeah. Our biggest event of the year won't last long. Hurry in today. Right now, you could lease a new 2011 Camry with 0 do-it signing, 0 first month payment, 0 deposit, and 0 down. Or get 0% APR financing for 60 months on Camry. Toyota.